Hey y'all, it's Sam with Beautiful Wreath, and today we are going to be making a fun spring/summer hanging basket for your door, your kitchen, your inside, your outside, your bedroom, bathroom, wherever. You can put wherever you want. So y'all stick around because I'm going to give you some really good fun tips and tricks to go along with making this basket. It's super simple, super fun. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels can do this spring summer basket. Okay, so first up, optional tools that you might need are my Still Picks machine, my bow maker, U-pins, and moss. So those are some optional items. You don't have to have those, but they can come in handy, okay? So items that you will absolutely need are your hanging basket. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. Your choice of ribbon, I'm using a 1.5 cabana stripe ribbon. I'm using a neutral colored ribbon to go with my floral choices. You can use whatever ribbon you want. You can use a combination of ribbons. You can use multiple ribbons. It's totally up to you. You're gonna need some form of foam, floral foam, or craft foam. I'm going to be using some butterflies or a butterfly. You don't have to have this, so this can also go in the optional pile. However, you will need some hero flowers. So when I say hero flowers, these are going to be the flowers that actually dominate the basket. I chose some ivory colored peonies, however you want to say it, peonies. These were already cut and I ended up not using them for a project, so I want to definitely go ahead and use them. Look how pretty that is. That's like a little bouquet, like a little wedding bouquet right there. Okay, so our hero flower, we're gonna use some greenery. I got this one at Walmart. This looks like it is some lavender. It's a lavender pick. And then I got a 60919 from a wreath vendor online. I don't know if I got this one at Craft Outlet or Jam Supplies and Designs or Deco Exchange. And then, of course, your choice of any other pretty florals with some greenery. I'm gonna, of course, just be mixing and matching because I want something that is springy and spunky and summery and is coming to life, right? So for tip and trick number 1, if you do not have one of these, my chair's a little loud, excuse me. This is a Hamilton Beach, I believe. Hamilton Beach steamer. It's a clothes steamer. I believe I paid $19.99 for this at Walmart, possibly. Real inexpensive. I use bottled water. I do not use tap water. I use this to steam my florals. If you have not done this, this is a game changer. If you've done this, you can fast forward. If you haven't done this, I want you to see why. When your florals come in a package, if you order them online, or even if you buy them at, for instance, a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby, a Joann's, a Walmart, if you're going out and they get their stuff shipped in and they're not individually wrapped and they're all bunched together, they come in and they are squished together. I think I've actually steamed some of these, but for the most part, they are squished together and they look a hot mess. So when you purchase one of these, if you're going to be actually making wreaths for a living, or if you're going to be doing it as your side hustle, or even if you're going to be making them for yourself, friends and family, or gifts, Mother's Day, Christmas, birthdays, things like that, it just kind of ups your game a little bit. You just steam them. It takes you a couple of seconds. You can put them to the side. It opens up your blooms. You don't have to be too aggressive with them. You just are hitting them with that steam, and it's like getting the wrinkles out. You get your wrinkles out of your clothes. You're doing the same thing with these florals, baby. Just pop, pop, pop. pop it with the steam, and you're good to go. You don't have to do every single flower. Like, I'm not gonna do my filler flowers. I'm gonna do my hero flowers, obviously, because I want them to be big and boisterous and beautiful. But like my filler florals, for instance, I need them to do their job. They are to fill up negative space and also be pretty. Yeah, see, this one I can tell has already been done just because of the way that it's laying. A lot of the creators will take this jute rope and they will tuck it into the basket. Therefore, they don't have to actually cut it off. They can take their choice of ribbon and actually hang it. They can attach their choice of ribbon to the basket. Therefore, the bow that's going to be on the front will coordinate with the hanging piece, if that makes sense. I also forgot to tell you, you are going to need some wire cutters and you are going to need some scissors. But if you're here, you probably already knew that, right? Right? Oh, and the other thing was I did also do this. So I'm going to use the rope that was the jute rope that was attached to the basket. Oopsie daisy. To measure out how long I need my new piece of ribbon. So we're going to put this to the side. I don't want this yet, because if I put it on now, I'm going to mess it up and then I'm going to be all upset, yada yada. All right, so I'm going to put our little basket. Well, next I want to grab my foam. Any piece of foam will do. You just need to make sure that it fits into your basket, and you don't want it, if you can see where my foam is, it goes down about 1/3 of the way down. I am going to do a little swatch of glue. You can also, if you don't have any moss, but you have some other things and you want to complete this project, you can actually use if you're going to use this burlap jute colored, natural colored basket, if you have a burlap or natural colored ribbon, you can actually wrap your styrofoam in the same colored ribbon. So therefore it looks more polished. It'll look finished. You can do that as well. So you don't have to run out and grab moss. Now I'm going to take it. I'm going to take my basket. I'm going to go ahead and stick my foam in my basket. I do like having my foam close to the top, so that way I'm not stabbing the flowers into the foam and they're not like butted up against the foam. You want the flowers to look somewhat natural because this is a hanging basket. You want, even though it's artificial, you want it to look somewhat real. I normally, if you watch any of my other videos on my channel, or if you watch any of my lives on Facebook, if you go over to my Facebook page, then you will notice that I like to take these are called 60919s. These are very coveted by wreath makers, and they are just very versatile, and they come in 3 different stems. You can cut it up and now you have 3 stems. I, however, like to go further and take each one of these stems and cut them into extra. So by the time I'm done, I usually have about 12 to 14 pieces. I'm not going to do that to y'all today. We're just going to stick with 3 pieces, okay? I'm going to take these and I'm just going to cut each individual piece off. You can use multiple of each one of these if you want it fuller. I'm just making sure all of our stuff is cut up. I like to just have it all cut up and ready. Whatever I don't use, if I do not use some things, I'll go ahead and add those to my extra bin, my little scrap bin. All right, and this one also, this is a Cosmo filler spray. I'm gonna grab the steamer. Not even a minute, and it just makes all the difference in the world. It just makes it look more rich, more luxe, and real. Why would you not? Why would you not? I want to go ahead and start adding my greenery. This one is larger. So this one needs to be, I'm going to push this back just a little bit. Remember, this is going to be sitting probably flush on somebody's door. All right, I'm very much happy with the placement of, I'm liking where this is going. I'll show you what it looks like so far. Let's go ahead and add, I'm gonna go ahead and add my next 60919. We're gonna add it to the side over here. And we're just going to play with it. Remember, that's going to sit flush. These are very pliable. They're very bendable. All of the other things that I have are not. You have to actually physically bend them. These are very easy to manipulate. So if they sit flush up against the door, it would be much easier for them to be placed up against the door than some of these other pieces, right? So that's why I started with those in the back. Let's continue rather. We're going to put our next peony in the center. I'm going to add another one right in front of it, but tilted down. So this is what I did. This is what it looks like. So now there's 3. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one of these. We're going to place this in the center in between our 2 peonies. Now, if y'all watch Ramon at Home's channel, if you don't, you should. He says, what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. I don't always follow his direction on that, but most of the time I do. So that's why I'm adding this third 60919 to this side. All right, we're adding our fourth peony. I'm gonna go ahead and glue her down because I know I want her exactly where she's at. All right, so this is what we have so far. You want it to be nice and full. I'm just adding more greenery to my sides. That is so stinking pretty, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of our lavender pieces now, just to add a little bit of color and some texture in there. You want it to look like it's growing in the wild. I'm just kind of following that 1, 2, 3. So if you'll notice, I did put my first lavender here, or my first lavender here, second, third. If you see glue strings, it's okay. It's okay, friends. We'll clean that glue string off in a little while. And just keep adding. I think I want to bring some of that lavender down to the front. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now from the back, you can tell that it is unfinished still, but look, this is what our hanging basket looks like right now. So I've only got 2, but then I'm also going to cut about 3/4 of the way down. So I have 3 pieces. Start off with our longest piece. It'll be on the bottom left side over here to my left. Yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and tap it with a little bit of glue because I know what I want to do with it. I'm just going to stick it in the foam right under my peony. I'm going to take the next longest piece. I'll go ahead and glue that one up. And we will come in right next to it. So this is what it looks like with 2 pieces right now. And we have one more piece to do, our 3rd piece. We're going to go ahead and glue that steel pick. And we're going to come in right in between those 2 pieces, kind of on top to give it a layering effect. So it just kind of looks like it's layered, so it sticks out a little bit more on the top. Now I want to take this piece because it's got the pink, and I want to stick it opposite of where I have my draped greenery. Now we're going to come in with, I think on this side, we're going to do this one. And I don't know if we're going to have room for the 3rd one, y'all. I think it's going to look too suffocated. So I think I may have to put that in my scraps bin. So we're going to come opposite. Remember what we said? What we do to one side, we're going to do the other. Here's the scrap bin that I was talking about that everybody should have. This is what my scrap bin looks like. I need to actually go through it and get rid of some things. Oh, I'm loving that, y'all. I'm desperately loving that. What? Desperately loving that? What does that even mean? The only things that we have left over are another flower and some of our Cosmo filler. Let's go ahead and put our hanging ribbon on. Maybe I should have done this first. Should we have done this first? That's cute. This is cute, y'all. Okay, let's add our little butterfly and then we're done. So excited about this little basket. Oh, yes, girl, yes. All right, y'all, and this is our finished project. How sweet is that? Look how sweet. Y'all. Okay, I'm gonna get some pictures. If y'all have any questions, hit me up in the chat. Let me know, and I will do my best to answer it. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, all the things, and I love y'all. See y'all later.